So you're thinking of buying a Cinewhoop, or maybe you already got one and you just want to get up to date. Well, stay tuned, because today I've got 3 things that I think you must know before you go any further on your journey with this amazing tool. Number 1, Cinewhoops are loud. It's a problem that needs solving on all Cinewhoops, and the main factor is the ducts. But before we get into that, let's quickly discuss 4S versus 6S. I got a 6S Cinewhoop and it was really good because I got extra flight time and a little bit more power and a bit more control in windy situations. However, the 6S was even louder, and I tested it around my garden and around my family. I really don't think the neighbours or my family liked it at all. It's really an obnoxious sound, and it's kind of ironic because if you think about it, it's a drone that's designed to be flown around people, and yet it's one of the most horrible sounding drones that there really is. So consider 4S or 6S, but the other thing brings me straight up to number 2, the ducts. Do we even need the ducts? Well, originally they're designed to give you more efficiency, more power, and protection around people, but it makes it fly horrible, and you definitely need to tune it correctly if you're going to have ducts. A lot of the Cinewhoops now don't actually have true ducts. They just have basically propeller guards with foam around the edge, which is really good for safety, but flight characteristics definitely suffer. So recently I've tried without ducts and I found that the flight characteristics are incredible compared to ducts. You do need to retune it if you don't have ducts, and you also need to consider safety, but depending on your flying environment, definitely think about it. This is the HGLRC Veyron 3, and it's a great drone straight out the box. Comes with ducts and it comes with foam around the edge. It flies brilliant, but I took all of that off and you still have protection. So as long as you're not going too fast, if that bumps into anyone, they're not going to get cut by the propeller. But if you're just flying at an abandoned building or something like that, maybe that doesn't matter, you know, maybe safety isn't the most important thing in your particular flying environment. If you are flying around people, definitely leave the ducts on and have the foam on there as well. But you've got to think about it. Do you want ducts or not? You're going to get a slightly less flight time, but you're going to get a massive boost in performance without the ducts. And that's why particularly I'm interested in this, which I haven't flown yet, but this is the Ethix Cinerat, which is designed for a 6S setup. 6S battery, no ducts, but it does have some propeller guards. Number 3 is the PID. Number 3 is the PID. PIDs, okay, number 3, PID settings. And the thing is, with a 5-inch drone, now we've got used to being able to just use it on stock PIDs, and it usually flies great. Betaflight's amazing nowadays. I mean, KISS has been amazing for years, but Betaflight's really good. And we can just use the stock PIDs. But on a Cinewhoop, you can't really use the stock PIDs. If you buy a pre-made, they've probably already tuned it. And the HGLRC, that came tuned, and it flew brilliant straight out the box. I have retuned it for without ducts. And if you're interested in those PID settings, I'll put them on the screen right now. But yeah, you definitely need to think about the tune of a Cinewhoop. I originally had the Chandrone Squirt, and I got some PIDs from Finky. You might know Finky, he's a famous pilot, and he was nice enough to share some PID settings with me. And I'm going to tell you right now, it transformed the way that Squirt flew. I shared them also with my friend George, who has an iFlight Mega B, and same thing, it massively improved how his Cinewhoop flew. So I'll put those on the screen as well right now. They're also in my original Cinewhoop video, which was called What is a Cinewhoop? And I'll put a link to that as well. So if you just want to know what a Cinewhoop is, check that out. So that's it. To sum it up, they're loud. Let's all solve that. We need to solve why these drones are so loud. 4S or 6S? I go 6S personally, without ducts, unless I'm around people, and the PID settings definitely matter. So I hope that was useful. I'm going to show you some flights that I did with the Veyron 3, and it's an absolutely brilliant drone. If you want one of these, I actually got a discount code especially for viewers of this channel. That's good, right? So here's the discount code, and follow the link in the description if you're interested in getting one. Thanks for watching. Drop us a quick thumbs up before you go, and let me know in the comments, what Cinewhoop setup do you fly, and how can we solve this problem of Cinewhoops being so loud? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.